Hi, my name is Marcus Raimondo from Ponder It, a place where we question everything, but we believe nothing. Today's Ponder is about the overpopulated world. It is believed that the world is overpopulated, but at the same time, all around the world, much of the rural landscapes is becoming depopulated. There are literally towns with no one living in them, and this is becoming more common. So, why is the world's population rising so fast when no one is living anymore in the countryside and nature is reclaiming the land? During my lifetime of 51 years, from the time I was born, this world's population has increased from 4 to 8 billion. But the reality, even though these numbers have grown so fast, they are hiding a curious fact that our species is sick and is dying off at an unprecedented rate, that our species, at the rate of birth, will only be a fraction of its current size in only a century. While many cities in the world are bulging with more and more people, the majority of the planet is emptying out of people. If you travel through any developed country, anywhere in the world, and in fact many developing countries as well, it is clear that only old people are left in most small towns. There are often no young people, no businesses, no children. When the old people die, the land becomes untended and nature slowly reverts and erases our human existence. Then we go to the cities where all the young people go because the jobs and opportunities are there. And life here is hard also. Everything costs so much. Meeting partners is hard. Developing social connections is hard. And the loneliness amongst a sea of people spreads amongst all there. Even amongst the successful enough to find someone worthy to couple with, they get caught up with the game of climbing the ranks of society, never happy with anything and living in a sea of debt. Two people working countless hours, paying off a house with no one in it, having cars with a badge and no children in it, having a career with no purpose. Then those same people who are truly alone, enslaved by the countless chasing of thin air, leave each other, and all they built turns into dust, and it is torn into smaller and smaller pieces by a system which encourages individuality and self. So we then get to an old age, alone, but with money in the bank, so we can get the help we want. But when we get there, there is no one there to take our money, to do what we need. So we get into homes and hospitals which are understaffed, low quality food, and no purpose for our hard work and lives, except to grow never-endingly older with no end. Eventually we slowly waste away until we finally pass away. This is the disease of modern mankind. We are now alone amongst a sea of people. We are dying even from the moment we live. We are born, we move to the cities, we work for rent and toys. We meet someone, but we don't connect, but they are worthy. We rarely have children, we are tired. We buy lots of stuff to fill the hole in our hearts. We are enslaved by debts, we accrue to have the stuff. We work harder to pay interest, which sucks away more of our time. We get tired of the never-ending slog of it all. We break up because we are and have always been alone, and that we are now even more alone. We then realize there is no good people left, and those who used to be are now jaded by the heartache we too have endured. So we spend our years alone. We then die alone. So what are we to do? You see, we sacrifice our lives for what? The world is no good as it is. Yes, we have stuff, but the stuff is a lie. It is nothing more than a medication to the sickness of loneliness, a trap to force you to get into debts, so the banks and society can take the best of your work with interest payments and overpriced stuff. So what are we to do? Simply choose to not play the game as presented. Simply because society's game makes you alone does not mean you have to be alone. Play a different game. Learn the game. Understand that society itself is a virus. Society doesn't care about you. It cares about sucking in your minds, your energy into bigger and bigger cities, bigger places where you exist, and you put all of your energies into the idea of society itself. This is all a lie. This game of modern society, this modern concept is not good for you. So step back, look closely at what is there, and question the principles you are taught to believe. Then see and learn all ideas, weighing the benefits and downsides of every culture, every ideal. Talk to old people, talk to young, learn from different cultures, and understand the most important of all truths. We get to choose our own reality. What you decide is truth will be your truth. The vision you have of your future will be your reality today. You are the builder of your own fantasy. And that today finishes our reading on the overpopulated world. As spoken earlier, my name is Marcus Raimondo from Ponder It, where we question everything, but we believe nothing. Why do we believe nothing? Because there is no truth. The only truth which is relevant in our lives is the truth which you believe, the truth that you make. If you believe your truth, then you can affect the world around you with your truth. Learn to be builders, learn to be world changers, because this is the greatest gift of all. If you have a question that you would like to ask, or a question for me to ponder on and to have a reading about, please leave a comment in the messages below. If you like this, please subscribe. Please put your thumbs up. I would like to encourage us all to ponder what we can't believe and to question everything and to believe nothing at all.